Hello. Today our team will present the topic of virtual volunteering. The team is Alejandro, Jorge, Juan, Evelyn, and me, Andrea. The main idea is to give our general opinion based on the article and essay in which we conclude how social networks promote this type of program, developing a better and a greater impact, taking into account the disadvantages this subject has.
Well, the article explains that one of advantages of virtual volunteering is that allows individuals from other countries to get involved in these programs. Our purpose as a team in this campaign is to change the mentality of each other because we have to self-concern of the situation that we are living. One way we can help more people who need it is being volunteer. Because people have become very selfish and we always want to make a profit out of every situation. So we want all people to reflect and help. And if only they put yourself in shoes, they will understand what people we are living. And then we have only two questions for you. The first one is if you are willing to make the change, and the second one is if you are ready to be a volunteer.
I strongly believe that virtual volunteering is an activity that provides a lot of benefits, not only to the community but also to the people that volunteer. It is important to mention that the recognition of yourself by acknowledging the other is something that can be achieved through volunteering because you involve also with the people. It is a great opportunity to develop empathy for other problems a common well-intentioned person can have. However, in 2019 and 2020, there is a very present problem, which is the COVID-19 pandemic. This has affected deeply the way we socialize. Even the normal and common interaction in our society have had to change. Therefore, it is expected that volunteering will also. Luckily, now we have different tools in technology that allow us to keep doing our social labor. Obviously, this has come with a lot of troubles. For example, the reach of volunteering has been dismissed dramatically. All of this because sadly not everybody has access to internet or even to a computer. One of the greatest benefits of virtual volunteering is that we reduce the spread of COVID-19, especially in the more vulnerable communities that don't even count with a good health system. So, with all of this said, I really believe that virtual volunteering should be a practice that we all should integrate in our daily lives in order to improve the life of others and also ours.
In my opinion, we have 2 points of view. On the one hand, we think that upbringing volunteering was already necessary in order to improve and reach more places and different communities of people through the technological advances that have been made during this pandemic, and indirectly help us to implement these advances in virtual volunteering. In addition, social media does the work to connecting people who need help with people who want to need help even if they are not in the same place. On the other hand, for a person to be able to volunteer digitally, they must have a capable device and good connection of internet, which means that even though the person no longer needs to be in person to help, they must have a certain socioeconomic level to be able to pay the necessary expenses. But despite everything, I believe this evolution contributes more than it takes away, and it is a good way to connect with a younger population who nowadays use more the social media than previous generations, which a good leisure activity.
We believe that social media can help to promote volunteer programs, since Today, the use of social media is more frequent in people of all age. However, the biggest disadvantage that exists when promoting volunteering is that the public is not attracted to volunteering in this entirely. Because the advantage of volunteering in person is that you carry out actions that leave you with the learning that entertains and encourage you to do it with your own hands and knowledge, and take it with a serious way. By being carried out in a virtual way, this advantage is affected because it is not taken with adequate seriousness and responsibility. However, being available to volunteer online is being able to do it from the comfort of home. They are easy to access and allow for more participations. It allows you to interact with different groups of people, such as people with disabilities, young people, and the elderly, where there is no discrimination and an accessible leisure activity is also provided. Despite that, the fact that students cannot seek employment due to the pandemic, volunteering allows them to participate, gain work experience, and develop skills and knowledge for the future entrepreneurship. If we focus on the volunteer programs, these were found with the alternative of opting for more advanced and modern options. It is here where social media and their use came in favor of being able to implement this volunteering in a virtual way. Having a large reach of people and public, it also allows its volunteers interact with different groups of people, culture, and even countries. Also gives the opportunity to acquire experience, work experience, and acquiring new knowledge for your volunteers. Actually, when social media is put to good use, it can provide productive things for your audience.
Well, in my opinion, it is not easy to attract people, and less in a situation in which we are. Doing a volunteer requires certain tools, which not all people have. We conclude in the trial that social media can make a really powerful change, with the influence and the power that over time technology has been acquired. This can achieve a real change. On the other hand, is not only a negative situation for this issue. By constantly connecting to social networks and technology, being our only source of social contact, at least for many hours a day, tourism and creating campaigns, people seek to get involved, and not only get involved without a purpose, but most being involved in a responsible and conscious way. For this to have an impact that you want to achieve, it is very important to give different ways of promotion, making it easier for those people who do not have technology constantly. And on the other hand, giving new purposes to the new normality that in reality we do not know when this will end. It's a win-win. Help to other people and also help you developing in a new environment and knowing other cultures and ideas. Finally, these are projects that I think take time and constant work, since the culture we live in is undergoing constant changes, and this can help us grow and improve, but only if we manage to change the society by doing more volunteering work and improving ourselves and changing that chips in our minds we have.